Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most dramatic and tragic corporate scandals of recent times, the Boeing 737 MAX disaster. This is a story of ambition, oversight, and the devastating consequences of corporate missteps. Buckle up, because this is a story you won't want to miss.
I remember the day vividly. It was a day that would forever change the aviation industry and the lives of many families. It was October 29th, 2018, a date that is now etched in my memory. The news broke that a Lion Air flight had crashed into the Java Sea shortly after takeoff from Jakarta. The images of the wreckage were haunting, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. All 189 people on board were killed. The loss was unimaginable, and the grief felt by the families and friends of the victims was palpable. The aircraft was a brand new Boeing 737 MAX, a model that had been lauded as the future of aviation. It was supposed to be a symbol of progress and innovation, but that day it became a symbol of tragedy. As someone who worked in the aviation industry, this crash hit close to home. It was a stark reminder of the responsibilities we bear and the importance of safety in every aspect of our work. The incident led to a global grounding of the Boeing 737 MAX fleet and sparked intense scrutiny and investigations. It was a turning point, a moment that underscored the need for constant vigilance and improvement in aviation safety standards. At first it seemed like a tragic accident, but as the investigation unfolded, disturbing details began to emerge. The crash was linked to a new software system called the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, or MCAS, which was designed to prevent the aircraft from stalling. However, the system was flawed. It relied on a single sensor, and when that sensor failed, MCAS pushed the nose of the plane down repeatedly, ultimately leading to the crash. We hoped it was an isolated incident, but then, just 5 months later, on March 10, 2019, another 737 MAX crashed. This time it was Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, which went down shortly after takeoff from Addis Ababa, killing all 157 people on board. The similarities between the two crashes were chilling. I spoke to colleagues and friends in the industry, and there was a sense of disbelief and betrayal. How could this have happened? As the investigations continued, it became clear that there were serious flaws in the design and certification process of the 737 MAX. Boeing had rushed the development of the aircraft to compete with Airbus, and in the process, they cut corners. As the aviation industry reeled from the tragedies of the Boeing 737 MAX crashes, another layer of the story began to unfold, revealing a complex web of internal decisions and overlooked warnings. Whistleblowers from within Boeing started coming forward, revealing internal documents that painted a troubling picture of the company's internal culture and decision-making processes. These documents showed that some employees had raised concerns about the MCAS system long before the crashes occurred, highlighting a series of ignored warnings and missed opportunities to address critical safety issues. Whistleblower: "We warned them. We told them the MCAS system had issues, but the pressure to deliver the aircraft on time was immense. The deadlines were tight and the stakes were high. Our concerns were dismissed and the focus remained on meeting production schedules rather than addressing the potential safety risks." The internal documents also revealed that Boeing had been aware of potential flaws but chose to downplay them to avoid delays and additional costs. This decision to prioritize profit over safety had devastating consequences. This shocking revelation added fuel to the fire, leading to increased scrutiny from regulatory bodies, the media, and the public. Protests erupted at Boeing headquarters, and congressional hearings were held to investigate the matter further. The whistleblower's bravery in coming forward was a crucial turning point in the investigation, shedding light on the internal culture and decision-making processes at Boeing. Their testimonies would play a significant role in shaping the industry's response and reforms. These documents and testimonies were not just about assigning blame, they were a call to action for the entire aviation industry to prioritize safety over profit. The revelations prompted a broader discussion about the need for systemic changes to ensure that such tragedies never happen again. The MCAS system, or Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, was designed to enhance the handling characteristics of the 737 MAX. However, it became a focal point of controversy due to its role in the crashes. Experts have pointed out that the MCAS system was designed to automatically push the aircraft's nose down if it detected a potential stall. However, the system relied on a single angle of attack sensor, making it vulnerable to erroneous readings. This design flaw, combined with inadequate pilot training, created a perfect storm that led to the tragic accidents. The broader impact on the aviation industry has been profound. Airlines around the world grounded their 737 MAX fleets, leading to significant financial losses and operational disruptions. The crisis also prompted a re-evaluation of safety protocols and pilot training programs, with an emphasis on ensuring that pilots are fully equipped to handle emergency situations. Regulatory bodies such as the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, EASA, have implemented stricter oversight and certification processes for new aircraft. These reforms aim to restore public trust in the aviation industry and prevent future tragedies. The human cost of the Boeing 737 MAX crashes cannot be overstated. Families of the crash victims have been left devastated, and their grief has fueled a relentless pursuit of justice and accountability. Memorials have been erected to honor the lives lost, serving as a somber reminder of the importance of safety in aviation. As the aviation industry moves forward, the lessons learned from the Boeing 737 MAX crisis will continue to shape its future. New aircraft designs will be subjected to more rigorous testing and scrutiny, and the voices of employees and whistleblowers will be given greater weight in decision-making processes. The tragedy has united the aviation industry in a common goal to ensure that the skies are safe for everyone. Collaborative efforts between manufacturers, regulators, and airlines are underway to create a safer and more transparent industry. The bravery of the whistleblowers and the lessons learned from the crisis will serve as a guiding light for the future of aviation. The fallout was swift. The 737 MAX was grounded worldwide, and Boeing's reputation was in tatters. The company's CEO, Dennis Muilenburg, faced intense scrutiny and was eventually ousted. Boeing was hit with multiple lawsuits, and families of the victims demanded justice. I watched the congressional hearings where Boeing executives were grilled about the decisions that led to the crashes. It was a sobering reminder of the human cost of corporate greed and mismanagement. The families of the victims spoke out, sharing their grief and anger, and it was heartbreaking.
We trusted Boeing with our loved ones' lives, and they failed us. They put profit over safety, and now we are left to pick up the pieces.
The grounding of the 737 MAX lasted nearly 2 years. During that time, Boeing worked to fix the issues with MCAS and improve pilot training. The aircraft was eventually recertified and returned to service. But the damage was done. Boeing's stock plummeted and the company faced billions in losses. Boeing has since implemented changes to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. They've overhauled their safety protocols and made significant changes to their corporate culture. But the shadow of the 737 MAX crashes still looms large.
The Boeing 737 MAX scandal is a stark reminder of the consequences of putting profit over safety. This tragic event, which led to the loss of 346 lives in 2 separate crashes, has shaken the aviation industry to its core. It serves as a grim example of what can happen when regulatory oversight is compromised and corporate greed takes precedence over human lives. It's a story of corporate ambition gone wrong and the devastating human cost that followed. The rush to compete with rivals and cut costs led to a series of poor decisions and overlooked safety concerns. This scandal has not only tarnished Boeing's reputation, but also raised serious questions about the integrity of the entire aviation industry. If you found this story as compelling as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into corporate fraud and scandals. We aim to bring you detailed analyses and insights into the mechanisms behind these corporate failures. Your support helps us continue to uncover the truth and hold these powerful entities accountable. And if there's a particular case you'd like us to cover, let us know in the comments below. We value your input and are always looking for new stories to investigate. Your suggestions help us to focus on the issues that matter most to you. our viewers. Stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed is the first step towards making a difference. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay vigilant and stay curious.